seems that this could impact some of our accreditations that we're looking for.
And that's why we were wanting to continue the meeting with the county, because we are applying for our trauma designation, and this could have a direct, the time that it takes Pecan to get here, when we do need them, could have a direct impact on our trauma designation, yes. We have a survey coming up sometime this summer. So, and you know, trauma designation helps us, right now Pecan doesn't bring us any hip fractures because we don't have a trauma designation, so getting that designation will help with, those are patients that we could take care of. We have orthopedic available now, so we could take care of those patients. There is also some state dollars that come with that certification as well. And then it's just general upkeep in everybody. There's additional training that all the nurses have to do in the ER to be trauma ready, so
I would hope that some of these issues be brought up during the Commissioners Court meeting. Not that they care very much about whether we make money or not, but some of it impacting the taxpayers, for instance.
Not to mention patient care.
I think it's fair to say that some of the members of the Commissioners Court felt like a resolution had been obtained with our contract with Pecan and a agreement between Pecan and Somervell County Fire Department for mutual aid.
Right. And the fact that they continue to turn down certain transfers to me is significant when they agreed that they would do it if Pecan would do it.
I don't think those same commissioners knew that that was happening.
So this would be brought up.
they are aware of it.
They are aware of it now,
Yes.
as is the county judge and the county attorney and
And does the commissioners know that this could be a loss, another red flag against our commissioners, that our taxpayers are going to be deemed an additional $500,000?
I think we made that clear in our negotiations earlier. I mean, going back a year, when we had our joint meeting between the Commissioners Court and the hospital board, we made it clear that there's money on the table that they could be collecting for their services. I think they all were very well aware of that. It hasn't changed.
And I think, the hospital is not asking for free, even if we, I would much rather pay Somervell County Fire Department
Portion of that, yeah.
a portion of that to transport our patients as opposed to paying it outside the county. But, right now, this is the only option that we have on the table, to take care of our patients. At the end of the year, we might be able to put it out to bid to see maybe at that point Texas EMS or some of the other, Hamilton, we can put it out for bid to see what kind of numbers we get. I will say those initial numbers were low, and that was mainly because I was calling Brando begging and pleading for somebody to transport our patients. And that 15,000 was just kind of a Band-Aid until we could, and negotiations with the county have ceased. At this time, hopefully we can get them back going, but,
They realize they need more people.
I think Pecan's trying to go to a third truck to be able to better serve us.
But if they can't staff the ones they have, how can they add a third one?
Pecan, I don't think has the staffing. I think to them it's more of a financial piece.
And what happened recently is they had a medic get injured during their shift. And so that they went down one ambulance because they couldn't staff it in that immediate short term after the medic was injured.
Is there a reason why we would want to spend this extra $40,000 that we're not contractually obligated for? Is it goodwill or?
I think it's goodwill to somebody who is actually offering to take care of our patients, and I don't know as if we have any other option. If Pecan,
It's rocket science.
at the end of the contract, if nothing's helped with, changed with Somerville County, and Pecan says we're not doing your transfers, we're in a bad way.
I understand where we're at, but I want to address that from a legal standpoint, since I have some experience in this standpoint. We have a contract with them now for a certain amount for them to perform the duty. They've come to us and said, we really can't perform that duty like we should, and we're asking for consider doing it, you need to get Kevin's blessing, okay? Maybe you can justify it some way or another, but, I know that if you just do it, you're hanging out there, okay, so.
Maybe something, if we don't, they've got 30 days, and then they're not doing transfers.
Yeah, I mean, that option is
You know,
there.
we're between a rock and a hard place, I understand.
Yeah, right.
Maybe some of the department would want to loan them one of their boxes because they're not using it.
I just feel like.
Yeah, we'll run it through Kevin for the contract. Kevin drew up the original contract, so we'll run the amendment through.
Well, hopefully, whatever we do with the county, we won't be closing any doors forever and ever, because we do have a slightly different mix of commissioners coming on board in January.
I think we should do something.
I will say the 15,000 a month is probably less than covering their costs.
No, I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm not arguing that,
Yeah.
I just legal principle. Okay. Anything else on this item?
Do we need to make a motion to?
Do we need to table it pending legal review?
Right.
I think we need to run it by Kevin before we actually do anything.
Okay.
But it is kind of a critical time-wise. Can we make the motion that if Kevin approves it, we go ahead and authorize our CEO to, put in the
Just say
second?
renegotiate?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you want to say, yeah, if our legal counsel approves it, that we would agree to a modification of the contract to increase what would be 2 extra months from 15 to 25, is that what I understood?
Yeah, I believe.
So an extra 20,
Three would be three.
or 3?
It'd be three.
Okay, so an extra 30,000 on the contract. You want to make a motion to that effect?
Yes.
Okay. Motion by Margaret Gray. Do I have a second? Second by Joe Cathy. All in favor? 7-0.
Second.
Motion to adjourn.
I stumbled on it. Clean it.
He's busting the bridge.